Adarsh Vidyalaya Matric Higher Secondary School, 11th standard Biozoology online class. Today we are discussing about the chapter digestion and absorption. So the living organism is made up of cell. Cell is a structural and functional unit of the living organism. The cell needs energy for its activities. So cell is a microscopic structure. So it needs also a very minute particle of the food materials or small micromolecules. But the natural food materials are larger in size. So the food material consists of energy. So what is mean by food? It provides energy and organic substances for growth and replacement of damaged tissue. Then it also regulates and coordinates the various activities that takes place in the body. So the natural food materials like carbohydrate, protein, lipids are yielding energy for the cellular activity. The important components of food are mainly carbohydrate, proteins and lipids, then vitamins, minerals and water. So the carbohydrates is a larger structural molecule. Then again they are divided into smaller particles like glucose or monosaccharide. And proteins are converted into amino acids. Then lipids are converted into glycerol or glyceric acid for the consumption of cell. So the nutrition consists of various stages. First one ingestion, second one digestion, third one absorption, fourth one assimilation, and fifth one digestion. So what is mean by ingestion? So intake of food material is known as ingestion. The food material taken from the external environment to buccal cavity is known as ingestion. Then second one digestion. So digestion is a large macromolecules are converted into micromolecules by the enzymes for the utilization of cells. Or it is otherwise known as the natural food materials like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids are converted into the body food materials. So it is always known as digestion. So the digestive system consists of various organs like alimentary canal and associated glands. So the alimentary canal is a long tubular structure. The long tubular structure origin from buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus are collectively known as alimentary canal. Then it also consists of the associated glands. The digestive system mainly consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. The alimentary canal is a long tubular structure arisen from mouth and ends with the anus. Then associated glands are namely salivary gland, liver and pancreas. So three parts of salivary gland are present inside of the buccal cavity. Then liver and pancreas are associated with the digestive system. So the digestion is a process by the macromolecules are converted into micromolecules, or the large food materials are converted into smaller food materials for the utilization for the cells by the enzymes. So first one, buccal cavity. So the buccal cavity consists of teeth, tongue and also salivary glands. So inside of the buccal cavity, the large number of teeth are present. So the teeth are present in the jaw bones. They are embedded in the socket. So socket means the cavity inside of the bone is known as sockets. The teeth are embedded inside of the sockets is known as thecodent. What do you mean by thecodent? The tooth are embedded inside of the socket is known as thecodent. Then four different types of tooth are present, it is known as heterodent. Incisors, canines, premolars, and molar. So there is a 4 different tooth are present inside of the mouth. So it is known as heterodent. Hetero means different, dent means tooth. And last one, diphyodent. So the milk arising twice in the lifetime of a human being is known as diphyodent. So first one, milky teeth or milk teeth. Then second one, permanent teeth. So the tooth is arising twice in the lifespan of human being is known as diphyodent. In the milk teeth or temporary teeth, only 20 tooth are present in the childhood time. Then again, a bit length by the permanent teeth, especially 32 teeth are present. So the tender formula of a human being is known as ICPM. That means incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. The number of 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. So nearly 32 teeth are present in the human being. The half of the jaws consists of 2 incisors, 1 canines, 2 premolars, and 3 molar teeth. So the incisors are used for the cutting purposes. So it is otherwise known as cutting teeth. And second one is known as canines. Canines are always known as tearing teeth. It tear the flesh material. Then premolars are used for the food material for grinding purpose. Then molar is also used for grinding purpose. So the 4 different types of tooth are present inside of the buccal cavity is known as heterodent. Then the tooth are arising twice in the lifespan is known as diphyodent. The tooth are embedded in the jaw bones in the sockets are known as thecodent. So there is an yellow color appearance are also present above the surface of the tooth. It is otherwise known as daughter or calculus or plate. There is a large amount of calcium and magnesium deposit on the surface of the tooth may converted into yellowish color is known as plate. So the long deposit of the plate in the above the surface of the enamel or tooth or in the gap of the gums may lead to gingivitis disease. Gingivitis means there is an inflammation of the gums and teeth. So there is a leakage of the bleeding blood or bleeding occurs in the region of the gums and also causes bad bleeding. So it is a main defect in the tooth is known as gingivitis. The next one, the buccal cavity is also consists of tongue. Tongue is a long muscular organ. It is attached at the posterior end by a small muscular region is known as frenulum. So there is a small muscular structure that attached the tongue inside of the pharyngeal region is known as frenulum. The anterior end of the tongue is free. The above the surface of the tongue consists of large number of papillae or taste buds. It is especially used for the differentiate the taste. So the main function of the tooth is the main function of tongue is rotate the food materials mixed with the saliva. Second one, it is also used for the chewing purpose. It is otherwise known as brushing border of the buccal cavity. So the main function of the tongue is it mixed with the saliva, the food material mixed with the saliva. Second one is also used for the chewing purpose. Third one, it also used for the speech. Then next one, pharynx. So the buccal cavity consists of teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. So three types of salivary glands are present in the buccal cavity: the parotid, sublingual, and submandibular glands are present inside of the buccal cavity. Parotid is the largest salivary gland; it present near the ear. Then sublingual is present beneath the tongue. Lingual means tongue. So it is present below the tongue is known as sublingual gland. Then submandibular, the lower jaw is otherwise known as submandibular. So it is known as submandibular gland. So three pairs of salivary glands are present inside of the buccal cavity. So the salivary glands are responsible for the secretion of saliva. Then the buccal cavity leads to pharynx. So pharynx is a common pathway for food and air. So the small region of the tubular structure is a common pathway for food and air. Then it is divided into food pipe and also windpipe. So the windpipe is covered by a flap-like structure is known as epiglottis. So it is a flat or cover-like structure. It prevents the entry of food material into the respiratory tract. Then the pharynx leads to esophagus. The opening of the pharynx is known as gullet. The region of the opening of the pharynx is known as gullet. Then pharynx is a common pathway for food and air. Again the nasopharyngeal region. Again they are divided into two tubes. First one esophagus, second one windpipe. So the alimentary canal leads to esophagus. It is otherwise known as food pipe. It is nearly 25 centimeter in length. So it conveys the food material from pharynx to stomach region. So there is a specific movement of the food material is known as peristaltic movement. So there is a contraction and relaxation of the inner muscles of the esophagus leads to the food material is goes to stomach by step process is known as peristaltic movement. So it takes 9 seconds. It takes nearly 9 seconds for each peristaltic movement. Then esophagus leads to stomach by a sphincter muscle is known as cardiac sphincter muscles. So sphincter muscle means the muscles have a contraction and relaxation capacity. So the cardiac sphincter muscles allow the food material from esophagus to stomach. Suppose there is a weakening of the cardiac sphincter muscles may lead to GERD. GERD means gastroesophagus reflux disorder. So there is an ejection of the acidic food material from the stomach to esophagus. It is otherwise known as heartburn. So it causes burning in the region of the heart. So it is due to the defect in the contraction of the cardiac sphincter muscles. Then it leads to stomach. So stomach is a large sac-like muscular bag-like structure. So the main region of the stomach is known as fundus or body. So the stomach is nearly 1.5 liters capacity. The main function of stomach is store the food material for a minimum time 2 to 3 hours for the digestive process. So the stomach also leads to duodenum. It's the first part of the small intestine. It also regulated by a small sphincter muscle is known as pyloric sphincter. So, the stomach consists of two types of sphincter muscles. Sphincter means there is a contraction and relaxation of the muscles. It allows the food material from one part to another part. The esophagus and stomach is guarded by cardiac sphincter muscles, and stomach and duodenum is guarded by a muscle is known as pyloric sphincter muscles. So, the food material is stored for 2 to 3 hours for the digestive purposes. Then the stomach leads to small intestine. The small intestine consists of also 3 regions. The small U-shaped structure is known as duodenum. The first part of the small intestine is known as duodenum. Is a U-shaped coil structure nearly 25 centimeter in length. Then duodenum leads to jejunum. So the first part of the small intestine is known as duodenum. The second part is known as jejunum, and the third part of the small intestine is known as ileum. So jejunum is nearly 25 centimeter, jejunum is 2.5 meter in length, and then ileum 3.5 meters. So the largest part of the alimentary canal is known as small intestine. Inside of the duodenum, there is a secretion of mucus and some of the secretion from the liver and thyroid juice are enter into the regions of the duodenum region. So it is a small U-shaped structure. Then second one is known as jejunum. So jejunum is the largest part, nearly 2.5 meter in length. So it also consists of large number of intestinal glands. So glands secrete some of the enzymes for the digestive activity. So the large number of digestion complete in the region of the jejunum region. Then the last part of the small intestine is known as ileum. So the ileum consists of small finger-like projections. The digested energy are absorbed in the region of the ileum. So it is the largest part in the small intestine, nearly 3.5 meter in length. Then the small intestine is connected with the large intestine is known as cecum, the region of cecum. Then it leads to large intestine. So the large intestine is also consists of 4 regions: ascending limb, descending limb, transverse limb, descending limb, then sigmoid colon are 4 important regions of the large intestine. It is a small projection or finger-like projection present below the region of the cecum is known as appendix. In the ancient period, it is used for the cellulose digestion. Nowadays, it acts as a vestigial organ. The organ without any function are known as vestigial organ. Suppose the appendix may be infected by the bacteria, it causes appendicitis disease. So, the large intestine or colon are divided into 4 regions. There is an ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. The next one is known as rectum. the smallest region of the large intestine, it stores the feces for some time. Then the opening of the large intestine is known as anus. It involves the process of digestion or undigested food material, or it releases the feces from the body. Sir? There is a many folds are present inside of the stomach is known as gastric bronchi. The main functions of gastric bronchi to increase the area of the stomach. So present many folds are also present inside of the region of the stomach is known as gastric bronchi. Then stomach leads to duodenum through the pyloric sphincter. The duodenum is a U-shaped structure. It also consists of some of the glands. So the glands are secrete something liquid material. So the Brunner's gland is present inside of the duodenum. So the main functions of the Brunner's gland is secrete mucus and also enzymes. So the functions of Brunner's gland is secretion of mucus and also enzymes. Then the duodenum leads to jejunum. Jejunum is consists of large number of gastric glands. The digestion is completed in the region of the jejunum. Then the digested energy is absorbed in the region of the ileum. The ileum consists of large number of specialized finger-like projections are known as villi. So the milling of villi is present in the inner region of the ileum. The villi consists of the central lacteal duct or lymphatic duct. It is surrounded by the blood capillaries. The entire villi is covered by the epithelial tissue. So the large number of epithelial tissue consists of small anatomical pit. So the action pit or hollow cavity is present in the region of the villi is known as crypts of Lieberkühn. So the anatomical pit is present in the villi are known as crypts of Lieberkühn. The digested energy is fully absorbed in the region of the ileum, especially amino acids and glucose are absorbed by the blood capillaries. It surrounded the lacteal duct. Then the fat material are absorbed by the lacteal duct or lymphatic duct. Then it leads to cecum. So cecum is a connection in between the small intestine with the large intestine. The region that connects with the small intestine to the large intestine is known as cecum. Below the cecum region, the specialized small finger-like projection is known as appendix. It is especially used for the cellulose digestion in the ancient period. Nowadays, the appendix is non-function organ or vestigial organ. If there is an inflammation, what do you mean by inflammation? There is a swelling, redness or pain may lead to appendicitis. There is an enlargement or swelling of the appendix. So the surgical removal is the only way for or treatment for the appendicitis disease. Then the ileum also, the large intestine or colon consists of 4 regions. The dilated region is known as hasteria. So ascending limb, then transverse limb, descending limb. There is an S-shaped curve is known as sigmoid colon, are the 4 parts in the colon region. The last one is the rectum. So it stores the fetus for some of the time. Then the fetus material open through the anus. It is a opening region. It is also consists of the 2 sphincter muscles, internal anal sphincter muscles and external sphincter muscles. Consists of large number of blood vessels, especially arteries and veins. There is an infection or inflammation occurs in the sphincter muscles of the anus, leads to hemorrhoids or files. So in this chapter we are discussing about the digestion and absorption, especially nutrition. The nutrition consists of food material and also so this chapter digestion and absorption. So the digestion mainly consists of the cell needs energy. The cell is a structural and functional unit of the living organism. It needs frequent supply of energy. So the energy is supplied by the circulatory system. The large food materials are converted into smaller micro molecules by the process known as digestion. So food provides energy and organic substances for the growth and replacement of damaged tissue. So what are the main components of food? Especially carbohydrate, protein and lipids are main components of the food. It is also consists of regulatory substances like vitamins, minerals and also water. So the nutrition consists of 5 stages. Ingestion, that is intake of food material from the external environment to the body. Then second one, digestion. So the macromolecules are broken into micromolecules by the enzymes for the utilization of the cell. It is always known as natural food materials or large food materials are converted into body food materials or smaller food materials is known as digestion. Third one, the absorbed digested energy is used to various purposes from the small intestine to various parts of the body is known as absorption. Then the utilization of energy is known as assimilation. Then last one, the undigested materials are sent to the anus is known as digestion process. So the digestive system consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. So the alimentary canal is a long tubular structure. Alimentary canal is a long tubular structure arisen from the mouth and end with the anus. So the buccal cavity are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus are the parts of the alimentary canal. And some of the associated glands are also present inside of the digestive system is known as salivary gland, liver and pancreas. So in the buccal cavity, teeth, tongue and salivary gland are present. So the tooth are present in the sockets of the jaw is known as thecodent. So socket means the hollow cavity. So the jaw bone consists of large number of hollow cavity. They are embedded on the sockets with the help of gums. They are fitted in the inside of the jaws. So it is known as thecodent. Then second one, 4 different types of tooth are present in our buccal cavity, namely incisors, canines, premolar and molar. So incisors are otherwise known as cutting teeth, canines are otherwise known as chaining teeth, premolar is used for the grinding purpose. Molar is also used for the grinding and chewing purpose. So it is known as heterodent. So diphyodent. The tooth is arisen twice in the lifespan of human being. First one milk teeth. It is the number is 20. Then second one is corner teeth. The number is 32. So the dental formula is known as ICDM. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. The number of 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 incisors, 1 canines, 2 premolar and 3 molars in the upper and lower jaw of the mirror image. The next one, tongue. Tongue is a large muscular organ. The anterior end is free and the posterior end of the tongue is connected with the buccal cavity by a small muscular region is known as frenulum. Small muscular region is known as frenulum. So it is also used for the mixing of saliva with the food, then chewing purpose and also it is used for the speech. The large number of taste buds are also present above the surface of the tongue is known as taste buds or papillae or small bud-like projections. Then third one, the buccal cavity is also consists of salivary gland. The largest salivary gland is known as parotid present near the ear. The sublingual gland present beneath the or underneath the tongue. Then third one, it presents the end of the mandible or lower jaw is known as submandibular gland. Then the buccal cavity leads to pharynx. It is a small common pathway for food and air. Again the pharynx leads to esophagus. In this region, the aeration of the esophagus is always known as food pipe. Then the another pipe is aeration from the pharynx is known as windpipe. Is covered by a flap-like structure is known as epiglottis. The epiglottis prevent the entry of food material into the respiratory tract. Then the food is entered into the stomach through the esophagus or food pipe region. There is a special movement of the muscular structure inside of the esophagus is known as peristaltic movement. So esophagus involved in the movement of peristaltic movement or peristaltic wave. So that is in contraction and relaxation of the inner wall of the esophagus is known as peristaltic wave. This used to the food material is enter into the stomach without any defect. So there is a sphincter muscles or it is a muscle guarded the esophagus to stomach is known as cardiac sphincter muscles. If any defects in the cardiac sphincter muscles, it may the food material inside of the stomach leads to esophagus region. So it may cause a heartburn. It is always known as GERD. Then another sphincter muscle is also present inside of the stomach and duodenum is known as pyloric sphincter muscles. Then the small intestine consists of three regions: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. The small intestine connected with the large intestine. Large intestine also consists of four regions: ascending limb, transverse colon or descending transverse limb, then descending colon or descending limb, sigmoid colon, and finally it enters into the rectum and anus. There is an associated glands also known as liver and pancreas are also present in the digestive system. Thank you.